with those CRTs that we just found on the side of the street. I'm gonna show you guys real quick what we need to break these down. Here's a pair of channel locks, Phillips, socket. In this case, it's a 1/4, and a pair of tin snips cutting through thick wire, or any type of metal that we might be getting into. For now, we're just gonna move this one to the side and get cracking on this one. First thing you're gonna do is lay it face down. And generally on most of your TVs, you'll have spots in your corners, but also on the side, and a few various places in the back where there's some screws that you'll need to get all of them loosened or completely out of there. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. Keep your screws, that way they don't end up somewhere on the sidewalk or in your driveway. I got a bucket that I'm gonna throw my screws into. Pretty self-explanatory stuff right here. Sometimes you'll have one behind a sticker, but not very often. So let's see if we got them all. We're gonna turn it upside down and let these screws fall out. Somewhere where you can collect them though. Alright, there's our back part of the TV. Grab those screws. Get right into it. Busting this bad boy down. I love doing CRTs. They're fun. They got the various components in them. I don't cut this off the back because it's all attached to this board right here, and a lot of times it just slides right out like that. Nice and easy. Here's where our tin snips come into play. We're gonna free up all these wires and separate the components. Boom. So there's our board. Now, just gonna clean that board up a little bit, snip these wires off, or you could unplug them too if you wanted. Oop, missing one. And there's our board that we'll break down later on. Just throw that to the side. Yet again, in the same bucket where I put my screws. I also have a bucket I've been throwing random cords in, but I'll throw these in. This is just a quick breakdown of these two TVs here, these CRTs. We'll do another video, like I said, on breaking down those wires, and farther down the line, these components of the TVs and such. So yeah, let's go ahead and rip this up here. a lot of times these are just straight up pure copper, so it's nice to have inside there. Sometimes they're aluminum though, but a lot of times they're copper. Another chipboard. Throw that. Now these can generally twist off, but right here it's gonna be a Phillips. Just unlisten that a little bit, and then there's another one. These are clamping this to the tube. And just remove your yoke. Straight up, straight pull. If you want, you can save that little piece of metal. That right there, plastic, garbage, metal. And look at that copper right there. Yet again, another source of pure copper. And you got some stuff right here that's like iron. And some other various metals. We'll throw that. And with like our remotes, you can see I got other ones in there. I get these too. I'll take these too. Might as well, why not? You know. This is when you get impatient and use your vice grips. Just break it. We're not saving this TV, you know. I'll go in with the chipboard. Oh, missed some cord there. And your other speaker. And that's about all there is to it. These are pretty easy to do on the side of the street. That's where I usually do them, but for the sake of this video, I decided to bring it home so I can have a more controlled environment and show you guys the breakdown of what it looks like to scrap a CRT. That's one down. Be careful. Try not to break these. Set that to the side. Put the cap back on loosely. Second one. Now this is where we're using the socket here. This TV is more convex, so it's a little easier to spin around here and show you guys. Oh, yeah, watch out for spiders and shit too. Again, grab those screws. Trust me, grab those screws. Do not let those get out of your sight. Grab these two. Ooh, I like this one. There's a lot more stuff in this one. Oh yeah, these are screwed in two pieces. So the last one was just like an insert. This one's actually like its own secondary part of the TV. nips again. What else? Almost free. I like to cut it as far down at the base where it meets, so I get the most of the cord, most of the length of the cord, and not just going there just chopping all these little pieces. It'll make it harder if you are going to strip these wires down to the bare copper. Generally with these really thin wires, I don't. It'll be like the wire that you would plug in the wall. That one I would strip. So this one, yeah, these are nice. These have a good amount of copper in it, and got aluminum heat sinks and some copper on these. And there's even copper in this too. But that'll be for another video. We're just gonna throw that in here. I'll try to. Take her over. Now these I don't see a lot. These flat ones. This is. See what's inside this real quick. See, look at that. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Let's see. Can I open it? There you go. Speakers. Button board, and last but not least, our yoke. And that's it, guys. Yeah. TVs done in really no time. The more you do it, the easier it gets. There's one, two, our chipboard, our yokes and other various components, and our wires. Alright, now that we got those CRTs broken down, I'm going to show you the next step here. We're just going to go through and what do I want to start with? We're going to start with these chipboards first. What I do save, what I don't save. If you got a truck and you got a place to store a lot of junk, I will keep most of everything, but in my case I don't have a lot of space, so I'm gonna be removing most of the value from this board. So aluminum heat sinks, your copper like transformers that are just coiled with copper, each one of them, and sometimes there's some little smaller ones that you might see, but for the most part that's what we're going to be removing from this board. This pair of vice grips, a lot of times you can just yank it right out of there, just like that. Oops, just completely unspooled that one. Now if you're really particular, get real close and look, see if you missed anything. But that right there is what I call a clean board, and this at your scrap would just be chipboard, or sometimes you can throw it in with your just scrap random iron, they'll classify it as sometimes. I'm not keeping that, but I am gonna clean up this a little bit, get it down. And that's what I would say right there. Throw that in with the yokes. Same thing with this, you got a nice piece of copper. Ooh, missed some cord there. These on their own, I don't break down, because inside of here is like glued and laminated copper wire, and it's a real pain in the ass. So they'll take these separately and wait for them. Don't break them down any farther, just like that with little to no chipboard, and they'll take them like this. Save up these. These aren't too bad. I will break these down. but this is nice and clean component. Other than a little bit of this thermal paste and this piece of metal there, that's now clean aluminum. Here's one that you might not see. Are these boxes right here? It's usually a bit of copper in these, so save these too. I have a little spool in there. Let's see. Let's see if I can crack it for you. Yeah, don't pass up those either. So the whole point of what I'm doing right now is just like the secondary process of breaking down TV, just really getting it to a point to where you have some spare time and you got nothing else going on from other scrapping you're doing, and everything's broke down to its, you know, almost final form, so it's nice, easy. Spend a day cleaning it up. So all this junk that's on the ground, I'm just gonna sweep up after I'm done, and that'll all just go straight into the recycling bin. But like I said, you can keep it if you want. I'm not going to, so let's see what we got on here. That's the limo. That little dinky. Thank you. Got some screws on this. Clean. Junk. See nothing else on that. Clean that up later. later too. Another one of those boxes. Save those. That's obvious. This is obvious. Junk. That piece of copper we unspooled earlier. So there is another thing you can do if you really want to take your time, but in a lot of buttons, sometimes there's a little tab of silver in there. Just gonna trim this down a little bit. I'll probably just save this board, come back to looking into this a little bit later. Now if you were gonna save scrap metal, iron, random pieces, this would be something I would throw in with that, unless you want the magnet out of there or something, but that's going in the recycle bin. Yeah, so all the screws and everything, all that's going in the recycle bin. So this whole board, and all this crud. Oops, I missed some buttons here on the other TV. Now it's scrap. I'll save those rail buttons. Alright, so I'm gonna grab a broom and clean this up, and that's basically the secondary process of the breakdown of a CRT.